Welcome to Didedi's Crafty Corner. My name is Diane and I'm so glad you stopped by. Today we're going to make a card. We're going to be using just a couple of different dies. The first one is the Gina Marie Weave Basket or Basket Weave die. So it's Gina Marie Designs. I know you guys know that already, but it's wholesalecraftingsupplies.com. This is one of my all-time favorite dies. It is the basket. It's not Easter basket, but it's the weave basket die. That's what it's called. All right, so we're going to be using that, and then we're going to be using these Spellbinders. This is the Spellbinders Be Bold Blooms. We're going to be using those. I've already cut out a whole bunch, and I've already put together the ones that I think I'm going to be using. So we're going to do that. And this is the basket that little die makes. I have a video on my channel that shows you how to put it together already. I'll link it in the, as a video to watch after this if you want to. But we're going to be using this basket and a piece of purple paper and a top folding A2 size card. All right. Just a little polka dot paper. I wanted it to be spring, and I don't always use purple, so sometimes I like to go out of my comfort zone. Now, when it comes to this particular basket, I like to give it a little bit of a bend, right? So I normally use my glue bottle for that, right? And I just go ahead and I bend it a little bit, which I've already done, so it's already kind of bent, right? Just to give it a little bit of a bend. And then I think we're going to go ahead and glue down the top part because I forgot to do that. So we'll add a little glue right here and over here, just so it doesn't pop up as I put a little bit of foam tape to curve it up. So what I like to do is I just put a small little bit of tape on the edge here so that we have that little bitty curve right there. All right, that way when I pop my flowers up behind it, it's going to give it a little dimension. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that ready. We're going to let this dry for a minute, just for a minute, and we're going to go ahead and get this piece on. So this is the second die down from the B set of the Lawn Fawn stitch dies, and I've backed it. This is Lawn Fawn paper, and I've backed it. So we're just using a whole bunch of everybody today. I've backed it on a 110-pound cardstock. We're just going to add this to the front of our card because I like to have that margin. Sometimes I like it smaller, sometimes I like it bigger, but I do like to have that margin in the background of my white card. Okay, nope, we're going to need some more glue in that corner. And there it is. Sure to say, I just really don't even know where my bone folder is at any given time. Okay, I think that will work right there. Perfect. Now, let's see. I could use strips, which I think I will. I've got these strips. And I'm just going to do the sides right here, and I'm going to put just one little piece here in the middle, right? That's all I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and take, and this is, actually this is a little thicker than I think I wanted. Maybe we'll use the dot, let me see. Are these thinner? I think we'll use these instead. All right, let's use these. So we're just going to put some right across the bottom here. Sides. Okay, and then we're going to test it to make sure. And then we're going to need a thicker piece for the bottom, and that's where I'm going to use this. And I don't think I'm going to need a big piece, just a little piece right there. Actually, let me try that before. See, that's going to be perfect. And then we're going to need a little one for up here, although I may not even worry about that. The flowers will probably hold it down. All right, so let's go ahead and get all these papers off. I'm going to fit all my flowers in here, so I don't have to worry about I'm hoping. I hadn't thought about that. Some of these could be in the way, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, so now we have that little bend still, and I want to make sure that little bend stays, but I want this to be down here, and you know what? This is showing, so we don't want that. Let's just move it up a little bit. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to put these sides down first. Let's pull that up a little bit because we want to make sure that we're even distances apart. Or about. Oh, I think we're going to have a grandbaby invasion in 1 second. I hear him questioning. Here he comes. Oh, is it time to switch? Okay, I'll be right there, love bug. All right, I'm back. We're going to have interruptions this week because we're on spring break. All right. Now, it doesn't really look like that's very even, but it'll be all right. All right. So I wanted to have just the 3 flower colors, a pink, a yellow, and a purple. And I'm doing the purple to play off of this purple background. And my basket is white, of course. So I want this one, this bundle, I put it together using 2 of the leaves and then putting the flowers together, which are these right here. Just the way it shows you on the back of here, see? So I did all the flowers the way it shows you. No, I didn't do all of the flowers. I just used a few. I used this one, and then these right here. That's all I'm going to use for today, and then just a couple of the leaves. All right, so I put it together the way that it showed, and this one is going to go in here like this, but it's going to be popped up. So we're going to go ahead and get that popped up, and I'm not sure about how much to pop up. So we're going to do some little, make sure you guys can see. I was excited to be reminded about this die. Somebody posted a comment on my old video, this die right here. I actually play with the flower dies quite a bit for home decor, if you will, for different things. But I have another set of those too. That's kind of like that one. And then I have, oh, I also got out the birds, the birds from Spellbinders. I want to play with those too. All right, so like I said, I wanted this one to have dimension. And I already knew that our little so I think if we do that, I'm not going to push anything down yet. Let's move that out of my way. All right, so let's see. I know I want the purple one over here. We can glue him on right, maybe below. Maybe right there. No, actually, I think, if I'm being honest, I think he should be up a little bit higher. So maybe we'll do all right. I like that so far. Right now we're just doing a trial run. All right, and then I think we'll do this one over here. I like that. And we'll do this yellow one. I kind of wanted this yellow one to be over here somewhere, but I think I got that tape in the wrong spot. Oh wait, I think I can still do it. Maybe right there. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then my yellow is going to be in the middle. We're going to pop it up and it's going to sit right about there. That's the idea. And then these two little guys are going to go, wait, do I want, no, I don't. I want the pink to be on this side. So we're going to put the pink down below, but it's going to be popped up. And over here, so that this little leaf is going to, maybe we'll go like that. All right, let's go ahead and get that one popped up. I know that those three are going to be popped up. The yellow one's going to go in the middle. That much I'm pretty confident of. I say that now and watch me change that wholeheartedly before we're done. It's fun to arrange the paper flowers. I find it to be very, very fun. All right, so I think I want the purple there, and I might want to pop him up even more. And I know that I want the pink and the purple on opposite sides, and kind of like there. And I want that one right there, and I like that. That's pretty, right? But I do want a little more dimension here. So we're going to put one more piece on the back of there. Or we could do half of a piece with those dots. What do you think? Maybe we'll do that. I think two more might be too much. So maybe if we just do one of these. That might work. All right. And I'm not sure about a sentiment on this one. I think I'm just going to set it in my daughter's kitchen. Just as a little decoration. So I want this one. Let's go ahead and get this one glued and this one glued before just remembered I took a picture of it the way I wanted it, laid out on the desk. So maybe, yeah, I definitely have the yellow in the middle and this over here and that there. So everything's about in the place that I have it laid out for sure. So let's just look again. So I think this little guy here is going to need to be glued down right there. And I think I'm going to go right there with it. I'm going to hold it just for a second. Good, and it popped back up. Yay! All right, so I love that. We got a couple little leaves that we can use too somewhere, so that's good. And then this one, this over here, there's something going on over here I don't like. So we're going to play around with this one just for a minute. Like I said, I probably shouldn't have taped those down yet until I was sure. I do definitely want that there. And I think I want this. I think I want this right on top of it. Like that. Let's see if I can make that happen. Okay, I like that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to add a little bit of glue on here just to hold this other green petal down. About where I want this to stay. I just really like this color yellow. When I was young, my very first bedspread that I had when I got married was this color purple, this lavender, and it had yellow flowers, yellow and purple flowers all over it. It was like a patchwork kind of looking quilt. I've always loved it. Always loved it. All right, I like that right there. So we're just going to add some glue back here. And I'm going to hold that down for a second. Pretty. I like that. All right, and we're going to let our little thing pop back up again. Good. Good. All right. It looks good, doesn't it? I like it. All right. Now, the tricky part. Let me go back and look at this. I'm not confident. I don't think I want this purple here. That much I'm pretty sure about. I'm pretty sure I want this purple to be in the basket, kind of hanging out, with the little leaf sticking out like that. And then the pink one, the same thing over here, kind of hanging out, maybe. Oh, Lord. My little princess is in there telling Christopher that this is her house. Oh, gosh, the things they fight about. The things they fight about. All right, that looks adorable. Now, this one is going to be up a little bit. Like that. And did my little flower pop up? It did. All right, let's get him glued back down again. We'll hold him for just a second and we'll decide whether we need any more leaves. And then I've got all of these left over, right? So I'm going to do something with those. That'll be the card we do next. And then we're going to move on to a Lawn Fawn die. This, hold on, I'll tell you. I've got it out right here. It's another one I've never used. So this will be, we're going to do one more flower card. It'll just be flowers, no basket. But I want to use the Tada diorama. I've never used it. I've got a few pieces for it, including this little heart that I did use on something. But I have a few other grass things and I don't know. So I thought maybe we would put this together and that'll be the third video coming up. So we're going to do one more flower card video and then we'll do this one. And then I have a couple of other ones already planned as well. Not done, just kind of laying in my basket over here. Gosh, that is so cute, right? Now there are some floral type, here's one. There are some floral type things. I don't think we need it though. If we did, it would be maybe something to stick up over here, but or we could go behind the basket, right? No, I want it. We could do that. But you know what? I like it just the way it is. I'm going to call that done. What do you think? Isn't it pretty? This basket is to drool for. I'm going to tell you, it is. I have loved it for many, many years. I still absolutely love it. I can't believe I had forgotten all about it. And I'll be honest with you, when I went to look for it, I couldn't find it, so I purchased it again. True story. I know I have it, but I have a whole bunch of dies that I had put away. And I think that it's there, but I couldn't wait to try to go through everything to find it, so. We could put a flower, a leaf right there. We could, right? That wouldn't look too bad, right? But is it needed? I feel like we just need something green right in here. And that's too much. This is too big. This is too small. Yeah, that's just too big. And I might put those other two there. I don't know. I don't think. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. But I really don't like this one with this. But I do kind of like this one. It's just too big. So what if we just cut out another little one like this and put it right there? I think that's what we should do. So real quick, let's see which one that was. It's these. So it's this size right here. So we have this size, and this size. And we're going to use this one. I'm using my Anna Griffin Express machine, the original one. I I just want one. So that's all we're going to worry about right now. And let's just see. Well, let's just go for it because I know I want it. So let's just do it. We're going to stick it right to the back of the yellow petal. Like right there. Oh, I think we're about to be bombarded again. All right, here I'm coming. You know what? I think I'm going to need my tweezers or something to get down in there to hold it for me. All right, got a better idea. Let's just go ahead and tape it down. This sweater is being a booger. It's grabbing all the things today. All right, now let's push it down. I do. I like that. And you know what else I like? I like the fact that the bend in that leaf is bent. I like that. Yes, I do. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to do it right here too. Very pretty. All right, and then if you wanted to add a little bit of extra anything, you could add a little bit of sparkle to the middle of your flowers or a little gem right here in the middle of this little petal here. But I'm going to leave it just like this, and I will put a photo, the actual photo of the card up behind this video as usual. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. These flowers are so great. And this basket, I swoon. I swoon. Such a pretty little card. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video where we figure out how to make a card with all of these. It'll be fun. Bye.